If you light a candle and leave it on the table, it eventually burns down until almost nothing is left. To our eyes, the physical wax seems to have vanished into thin air. But if we place that same candle inside a sealed glass box and set it on a scale, something different happens. As the candle burns and the wax disappears, the scale stays fixed at 60 grams. Not a single fraction of a gram is lost. The wax hasn't ceased to exist. It has turned into invisible gases like carbon dioxide and water vapor. This is the law of conservation of mass. Matter is never created or destroyed in a chemical reaction. It is simply rearranged. Scripture describes this same consistency in Colossians 1:17, noting that He is before all things, and in Him all things hold together. This means the mass of the starting materials, the reactants, will always equal the mass of the ending materials, or the products. In the physical universe, nothing is ever truly wasted. This law explains things that often confuse us, like a rust and iron nail. If you leave a nail outside, it turns into flaky orange rust that actually weighs more than the original iron. This happens because oxygen molecules from the air are bonding with the iron atoms. Even though we can't see the oxygen, it has mass. When it joins the iron to form rust, the total weight increases because we are adding two substances together. Every atom of that invisible gas is accounted for. Whether we can see the substance or not, it follows the same predictable order. We see this mathematical precision in photosynthesis. Plants take in carbon dioxide and water, our reactants, to create glucose and oxygen. To prove the law is working, we count the atoms. We multiply the large coefficient in front by the small subscript. On the left side, that gives us exactly 6 carbon atoms and 12 hydrogen atoms. For the oxygen, we have 12 atoms in the carbon dioxide and 6 in the water. That's a total of 18 oxygen atoms on the reactant side. Now, look at the right side of the equation, the products. Pause the video here and count the atoms for yourself. Do they match the reactants? The products contain exactly 6 carbons, 12 hydrogens, and 18 oxygens. The numbers on both sides of the arrow are identical. The plant took the original atoms and rearranged them into glucose and oxygen. No matter was lost. It was only transformed into the substances that allow life to flourish. This transition from one form to another is a constant in the physical world. A solid becomes a gas, a metal becomes a powder, yet the underlying amount of matter remains the same. This same reliability applies to our lives. In seasons of change or difficult transitions, it can feel as though our efforts or experiences are being lost. But just as no atom is truly destroyed, God does not waste what we go through. The order we find in a balanced equation reflects the order God maintains in our lives. Even when our circumstances are rearranged, they remain held together by His hand. Remember our core lesson. The mass of the reactants always equals the mass of the products. In both science and life, we see transformation rather than destruction. At HeroesMart Academy, we believe education and biblical morality must be taught together. Education without morality eventually leads to harm. There is little benefit in being smart or highly educated if we continue to make choices that hurt ourselves and those around us. Romans 8:6-7 promises peace of mind to those who keep their minds spiritual. When we align our learning with God's truth, we find a sense of true stability that facts alone cannot provide. As you continue your studies, remember to be a good steward of what you learn and trust in God's orderly design. When education is paired with morality, the result is lasting peace.